Morning. I am Lakshmi Patay MG, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Madhugiri, Tumkur District, Karnataka State. So I am discussing about the title Financial Accounting 2, session number 4. In session number 4, I am covering fire insurance claims, that is claim for loss of stock. What are the steps to be involved to ascertain claim for loss of stocks? For calculating the amount to be claimed from the insurer for loss of stock in fire accident, the stock on the date of fire must be ascertained. There are 5 steps to be prepared or followed to ascertain the amount of claim for loss of stock. So step number 1, we already discussed, preparation of trading account. So what purpose we prepare step number 1? To find out the gross profit of last year. So in next step number 2, ascertaining the rate of gross profit. The rate of gross profit is ascertained by using the following formula. That is, rate of gross profit is equal to gross profit divided by net sales into 100. Then we get rate of gross profit in percentage. The third step is preparation of memorandum of trading account. So it is just like a trading account. It is prepared to ascertain the stock on the date of fire accident. It is not prepared as a part of double entry system. So therefore, it is called a memorandum trading account. So memorandum trading account, we prepared what are the informations we are requiring? That is opening stock, that is stock at the beginning of the period, purchases up to the date of fire, sales also up to the date of fire, if any direct expenses are incurred, and gross profit. So opening stock, purchases, less purchase returns, expenses like direct expenses, and expenses on purchases like direct expenses, for example, wages, water, power, fuel, gas, etc. These items are to be debited to trading account, memorandum trading account. And sales up to the date of fire, so credited to memorandum trading account. The gross profit can be calculated depending upon the question given in the examination. So there are 3 ways of gross profit we are calculated. In any problem, rate of gross profit of past few years can be given, or gross profit and sales figures of past few years could be given, and trading account items of last year could be given. So these information given in the problem, we have to calculate normal rate of return, normal rate of gross profit on sales must be calculated. The gross profit for the period up to the date of fire, we are calculating. Then the difference is known as stock on the date of fire. The next step is ascertainment of actual amount of loss. So from the stock on the date of fire, the actual amount of loss must be ascertained by using the following format. Stock on the date of fire less goods saved or salvaged goods or salvage or scrap items must be deducted, and if any expenses incurred for extinguishing fire, that expenses are to be added, and finally we are obtaining the actual amount of loss. And step number 5, ascertainment of claim amount. The amount of loss incurred, the claim must be calculated. So calculation of claim depends on the extent of insurance and the value of goods. There are two situations in this stage where when the stock is properly insured or over-insured, the amount of claim will be same as the amount of loss. Another situation when the stock is underinsured, that is the main. In this situation, it includes two headings. If the entire stock is destroyed, the policy amount would be the amount of claim. Suppose if only a portion of goods are destroyed by fire, or if the actual loss is different from the stock on the date of fire, the amount of claim can be calculated by using the average, class. So what is average class? Average class refers to the class included in an insurance agreement for the purpose of discovering underinsurance of stock or any other assets. When the insurance policy includes average class, the claim admitted by the insurance company is calculated using the following formula. Amount of claim is equal to policy amount into actual loss of stock divided by stock on the date of fire. Okay, these are the 5 steps involved in fire insurance claim. So first we calculate the problem by using these 5 steps. So we take problem number 1. A fire occurred in the premises of Amar and Company, Amar and Co. on 1st September 2019, and the stock of the value of rupees 2,02,000 was salvaged, and the business books and records were saved. The following information is obtained. What is the salvage value? 2,02,000. The following information is available. So purchases for the year ended 31/3/2019, rupees 13,60,000. Date is very important. Before fire, after fire. We identify before fire, after fire. Then only we can easily calculate the problems by using the different steps. Sales for the year ended 31/3/2019, 22 lakhs. Purchases from 1/4/2019 to 1/9/2019, rupees 5 lakhs. Sales from 1/4/2019 to 1/9/2019, rupees 7,20,000. Stock on 31/3/2018, rupees 6 lakh. Stock on 31/3/2019, rupees 6,80,000. Sum assured, rupees 4,50,000. So further information is that the stock on 31/3/2019 was overvalued by rupees 40,000. So question is, show the amount of fire claim. So how many steps are involved? 5 steps. In this problem, step number 1 is also prepared. Step number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 steps are prepared. So first, preparation of trading account for the year ended 31/3/2019 to calculate gross profit. So in this stage, we concentrate, we identify those expenses are incurred before fire date. So to opening stock, that is 6 lakhs, we are debiting. Purchases, no returns, 13,60,000. So first we enter opening stock, then second purchases, and then credit side by sales, no returns, 22 lakhs, and closing stock 6,80,000. But one adjustment is, in adjustment, the closing stock on 31/3/2019 was overvalued by rupees 40,000. That items must be deducted from closing stock before date of fire. So 6,80,000 we deduct overvaluation of rupees 40,000. So 6,40,000 is the final amount. So we total we total credit side, total is more than debit side. 28 lakhs 40,000 is the credit side total, and 19 lakhs 60,000 is the debit side total. The difference amount is 8 lakh 80,000 is treated as gross profit. The main intention for preparing trading account is to find out the gross profit. Next, the second stage. In second steps, we have to calculate gross profit ratio or rate of gross profit. The rate of gross profit is ascertained by using the following formula. What is the formula? Gross profit ratio is equal to gross profit divided by net sales into 100. So in this problem, in first step, we calculate 8,80,000 is the gross profit. What is the net sales? So 22 lakhs into 100. 8,80,000 will be divided by 22 lakhs into multiply by 100. Then we get 40%, that is called a gross profit ratio or rate of gross profit. Okay, what is the next? In step number 3, preparation of memorandum trading account. Memorandum trading account is just like a trading account. It is only prepared in fire insurance claim to ascertain the stock on the date of fire. It is not a part of double entry system. So hence it is called a memorandum trading account. What period? Period is important. Date is very, very important. So memorandum trading account after the fire date, but trading account before the fire date. When fire occurred? 1/9/2019. So memorandum trading account for the period from 1/4/2019 to 1/9/2019. So in debit side, we are debiting opening stock 6,40,000, and if debiting purchases up to the date of fire, rupees 5 lakh, and in credit side by sales, we are crediting up to the date of fire, that is 7,20,000. In debit side, gross profit is calculated by using step number second answer. What is the percentage? What is the percentage we are obtained in second stage? That percentage we are using in this stage for calculation of gross profit. So what is our net sales? 7,20,000. 7,20,000. What is the formula for calculating gross profit? So gross profit divided by gross profit rate into net sales divided by 100. 7,20,000 into 40 divided by 100, then we get 2,88,000. So after entering all items on debit side, we count 6 lakh 40, 5 lakh, 2 lakh 88. Then we get 14 lakh 28,000. 14 lakh 28,000 amount is higher than credit side. The difference amount is 7 lakh 8,000. 7 lakh 8,000 is treated as balancing figure. That balancing figure is called a closing stock on the date of fire. Next, step number 4, ascertainment of actual amount of loss of stock. So from the stock on the date of fire, the actual amount of loss must be calculated. In this problem, what is the stock on the date of fire? 7 lakh 8,000. So this amount we are calculating in step number 3. Less, if any salvage is given in the problem, we deduct. Suppose salvage is not given in the problem, you do not mention, you do not indicate. So in this problem, 2,02,000 is the salvage or protected from fire. That amount we are deducting from stock on the date of fire. 7,08,000 minus 2,02,000. Finally, we got 5,06,000. 5,06,000 is the actual amount of loss of stock by fire. Next, and step number 5, ascertainment of fire insurance claim amount. For amount of loss incurred, the claim must be calculated. Calculation of claims depends upon the extent of insurance. By using in this situation, when the stock is properly insured or over insured, then that time amount of claim will be the same. Suppose first we know whether policy amount is given in the problem, so and whether goods are insured. So when they are under insurance, when the stock is under insured, then that time we are using average class situation. So average class situation, the claims admitted by the insurance company is calculated by using the following formula. What is the formula? Amount of fire claim is equal to actual loss of stock by fire divided by stock on the date of fire into policy amount. We can alter. Amount of fire claim is equal to policy amount into actual loss divided by stock on the date of fire. So in this problem, what is the actual loss of stock? So step number 4, we got 5,06,000 is the actual amount of loss, and closing stock on the date of fire. That answer is to obtain it in step number 3. And in this problem, policy amount is given in the problem. that is 4,50,000. That is under insurance. So 5,06,000 divided by 7,08,000 into 4,50,000, we got 3,21,610 is the amount of fire insurance claim. So these steps are very important. Date is also important, and what items we are taking to which step, and whether debited or credited, overall is very, very important. Next, we take there are different types of problems are asked in this chapter. When rate of gross profit, and policy amount is given in the problem, when rate of gross profit and policy amount is not given in the problem, in that situation we prepare last year trading account if necessary. You prepare step number 2. Calculation of rate of gross profit on sales is also prepared, and preparation of trading account and calculation of actual amount of loss will be the same. But policy amount is not given in the problem. Under step number 5, in any problem does not provide any information regarding policy amount, that situation the amount of claim will be same as actual amount of loss. Understand? How many steps? There are 5 steps. Suppose in any problem, in any fire insurance problem, policy amount is not given, then that situation we need not to apply average class formula, because the amount of claim will be the same as actual amount of loss. Next, another type of problem is when sales is not given and information of debtors are given. Suppose in any problem, sales is not mentioned in the problem, but some informations of debtors are given, then that situation we have to prepare sundry debtors account or total debtors account to find out the credit sales. Suppose in any problem, sales are not given, but some information regarding debtors account are given. What are the informations are given? That is opening balance of debtors, closing balance of debtors, even cash received from debtors. Items are given. Then that time we prepare total debtors account by debiting the opening balance and crediting cash received and closing balance. The difference is called credit sales. Credit sales, that item to be taken to memorandum trading account for calculation of closing stock on the date of fire. And another type is when purchases is not given and information of creditors are given. Just opposite. In this situation, first we prepare. In this problem, credit purchase or purchases is not given. So based on the information given about creditors account, so first we prepare creditors account by crediting the opening balance and debiting the cash paid to creditors and closing balance, and the difference is on the credit side, credit purchase. After obtaining credit purchase, then we prepare memorandum trading account to find out the closing stock on the date of fire. And next, when sales and gross profit figures of past few years are given, in that situation we do not prepare step number 1 because sales are already given in the problem. Only we are preparing step number 2, that is calculation of rate of gross profit by using. So in this case, the rate of gross profit must be taken as the average of last 5 years. Suppose 5 years or 8 years or 6 years. 5 years rates of gross profit. So by suppose we are dividing year by year. What is the formula? Gross profit divided by sales into 100. So that formula is used for 5 years, and each years we have obtained some percentage of rate of gross profit. All 5 years rate of gross profit percentage we are adding and dividing by number of years, then we get average rate of gross profit. that average rate of gross profit will be used in step number 3 for preparation of memorandum trading account to find out the closing stock on the date of file. Another type of problems, when there is undervaluation of opening stock and closing stock. In any problem, undervaluation of opening stock and closing stock, then that stage first we prepare trading account and we are applying the rules of undervaluation and opening stock and closing stock. So undervaluation means closing stocks are valued at 10%, that is 100 by 90. That is 10% are undervalued, it means 100 by 90. So 10% are overvalued, so 100 by 10 by 120. So these rules must be included. In next, when ratio of gross profit for more than 1 year is given, in any problem provides rate of gross profit for the last 5 years, 6 years, then that time average rate of gross profit must be taken. So we are adding all rate of gross profit percentage and divided by number of years, then we get rate of gross profit. In any problem, commission on purchases is given and calculation of gross profit on cost. So in this stage, step number 1 and 2 is not required, because in this stage the rate of gross profit is directly given in the problem. No need not to be calculated. And these are the various types of problems are covered: undervaluation, overvaluation, and application of average class. These are the various problems covered. Therefore, totally 5 steps to be involved in fire insurance claim. And finally, revision. Try yourself. A fire occurred in the premises of Sri and Co. on 1st September 2019, and the stock of the value of rupees 10,100 was salvaged, and the business books and records were saved. The following information is obtained: purchases for the year ended 31/3/2019 68,000, sales for the year ended 31/3/2019 11,000, purchases from 1/4/2019 to 1/9/2019 25,000, sales from 1/4/2019 to 1/9/2019 36,000, stock on 31/3/2018, that is opening stock 30,000, stock on 31/3/2019, closing stock 34,000. Sum assured or policy amount is 22,500. So additional information is that the stock on 31/3/2019 was overvalued by rupees 2,000. So show the amount of fire insurance claim. And finally, reference. These informations we are collecting by using this reference. So thank you very much.